Okay, this will be a nice one. It's sort of very timely in a sense. It makes me feel like, reminds me of my loved one and how we should have married decades ago. And it was really difficult at the time. I didn't know who I was or what I was, what was my purpose in life. I didn't feel like I cared about who I was and what I was and Luigi, let alone caring about Luigi. And I'm trying to get him back. I'm trying to get my photocopier demos on television so I can find where my partner got to, Luigi. Now we're going to put it on that. So let's see what it is. It is a formal top. It's not a dress, I don't think. It's a formal top. So we're just focusing mainly on the sequins, but we're not going to photocopy it in colour yet. We're running low on yellow toner, so I'm just going to put that on the glass with the sequins. But basically, I made some silly errors when I was young and mistakes, and now I'm alone without him, without Luigi. I'm trying to reverse the damage, try and take back what I lost, although it'll never be the same. I have to accept that. But it's really difficult being alone and dealing with the pains. Now we've got a crease. We didn't want that. But basically it's really difficult dealing with the fallout from my foolish yet mistaken actions. It was a big mistakes, big errors, multiple ones in the end. One bad deed deserves another sort of kind of thing. And then you find yourself adrift. And yeah, now I have to find my way back. Now that's not perfect, but it's okay to have a little bit of a rumple. We're going to make this into a movement piece. But basically, I've had to learn that it's good to be yourself. You've got to be yourself and not somebody else. Even if you think that's somebody else. You know, a lot of people fall into the trap of if only I had a lot of money, or if only I had $1 million, if only I could win lotto or Powerball. I mean, seriously, these monetary wishes are dead ends. You're not going to be much good to mankind if all you want is money, and you're not likely going to get it just by wanting it. It's common that people think like that. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with money in itself. Money can be could be used as a prime mover for progress and help. It doesn't have to be a selfish, aimless, self-indulgent piece of shit. But most people are like that. Most people just want to make a lot of money so they can have it for themselves. I myself have a dream, and my dream is to build a new generation of copier systems that are basically going to be good for the planet and the human race before profit. So I'm going to basically make these copier systems that basically are made mostly from recycled materials. And these equipments are going to last 60 years instead of 5 years. So there'll be service, parts and consumables available for up to 60 years after the machine was manufactured. So basically we're going to make it like that, and we're going to take most of my money and put it into humanitarian and scientific endeavours. So I want to be both a CEO and a scientist. And yes, I'm going to be making a lot of money, but I want to make this money work for the good of mankind instead of just being for me. And basically I want to be a scientist who can find solutions to big problems like climate change. So, you know, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to fix this planet. And I want to be one of those people who makes a difference so that when I die, the world will be a happier place. Pretty much, you know, because I was alive to do the right thing. And basically, yeah, these equipments have got to last and they've got to be easy to recycle. So they're going to be designed in such a way that when they are recycled, they're easy to pull apart. And they encourage that, and that'll encourage people to have them, to recycle them instead of throwing them into landfill or high temp incineration, which is where most e-waste goes these days. And one of the other dreams I have in the scientific vein and manufacturing vein is to source most of the materials, the raw materials, from e-waste dumps in places like India and China. So we import this shit and we're going to clean up these places and make them, you know, make the water fresh drinking water instead of fucking sludge that the money fuckers produced. So, you know, you got to think of the future, folks. You got to think of what money can do, not just for you, but for mankind, for the environment, which is what mankind needs, is the environment. We don't need all this people who just love money ruining it. That's what's ruining our planet now, is this love of money. It's gone pandemic, just like coronavirus, except is it worse or is it pretty much the same? I mean, shit. Difficult thing to consider, but yeah, you wonder. Now this is getting a bit dark. But basically, yeah, we have to make a difference, folks. We have to make a change. And I want to be that change. I want to be that person who makes a change in this world for good, not bad. But you got to find out who you are and what your dream is. And most I will have a lot of money to spend, even though I endeavour to give away 95% of what I earn. I do endeavour to give 95% away instead of just whatever the amount current people like to call philanthropy. But, you know, I really want to do the right thing, folks. I'm not interested in fucking up this world any further than it's been fucked. See how this looks. I'm going to be running out of yellow toner soon. Hopefully we'll have enough to get us through. Anyway, that looks interesting. Still not what I'm after. But we do need to change our lives, our way of thinking about industry and commerce and how we spend our money. Yeah. And there's other things I'd like to endeavour as a scientist, and one of them would be to clean up nuclear waste, like at Chernobyl and Fukushima. So if we could find a solution, if we could find a way of, I don't know if they can be recycled, if the rods from the nuclear power plants can be recycled, because if those things can be recycled, that would be really, really good, to be able to recycle the rods that they use that become spent fuel in nuclear, peacetime nuclear. So, and how do we clean up? Yeah, and of course, whatever. But basically, we got to find a way of making the world a better place for everyone, so that everyone gets a chance to be themselves and to be free. That we don't have to be oppressed by the money fuckers of the world. Honestly, it's really difficult dealing with the love of money and the fallout that comes with it. It is. It's really a difficult thing to deal with. That we have to somehow make a difference. I'm trying to decide which one we're going to use. I'm going to use that one. I don't think it's going to look that good. Maybe we'll go back and try it again. We want to make this a good demo. I don't want it to be a shit one just because we're running low on toner. I'm going to try and make this a good one. But I'm really missing my partner Luigi, and with him, I need him to help me make these dreams come true. For one, I'm actually disabled. I had an acquired brain injury at birth. I had a cord wrapped around my neck, and I came out feet first when I was born, and my brain was damaged, and I had to. This looks good. I had to deal with the fallout from that, so to speak, and basically it caused me problems at school and socially as well. I do also think that I might have mild Asperger's syndrome, which is the high functioning autism, and basically that was responsible for the social problems, and the acquired brain injury would have been responsible for the issues to do with learning and retaining information and learning new things. So, and nothing was diagnosed. I think the Asperger's is a good thing, even though it's caused problems in the past. It's what keeps me focused doing this photocopier stuff. It's what keeps me on track doing this. I couldn't do this without Asperger's, but it acted as a mask. I do think it acted as a masking for the intellectual disability, and that was a real problem. And I felt like it was me that was to blame for my poor academic achievement and also my social achievement when you're talking about Asperger's. And basically, it was really hard trying to deal with this and not having any idea why I was like that. And my parents just couldn't tolerate what was happening, especially my dad. And my dad still hates me. So, and my brother does as well. They hate me doing this. They want me to be normal. But how can I be fucking normal? That's not me. I am not fucking born that way. I am born to be me, and I'm born to be different. If you don't accept it, father and brother, fuck off. I'm not going to talk to you until you fucking apologise for your bullying against me. I really don't need that. So I have to fucking let these bitches swallow, have to let them accept I am what I am. But it's still very difficult. I don't want to hold a grudge forever, folks. I will be trying to get this stuff on television, as I've probably already said. But it's not as easy as it looks. I know I don't have the life of normalcy. I know I don't have a car, I don't have a spouse, I don't have a career. I have what I have, and I do what I do. And one day they'll have bionic brain implants that'll help me overcome the intellectual disability that I mentioned. So I'm looking forward to a day when I can finally learn what I want to learn and what I need to learn to further make this world a better place. So now we're just going to put these together. So yeah, I have to fucking be myself. Even if I have disability, I have to accept it. It's me, it's a part of me. And I'm trying to utilise the Asperger's component to the best. Because that'll be what drives the science and the technology and shit. That looks really quite nice. Wondering if we could do a switcheroo. Okay, we'll do a switcheroo. I've got a gut feeling that a switcheroo could indeed be a good thing, because sometimes when I don't do a switcheroo, I get angry. You could say that's the Asperger part of me getting fucking angry at the imperfection of what I'm doing. But they will have the technology, and that's when I can finally become a CEO and a scientist. And the Asperger's, let me just recap, is a positive more than a negative. It's got to be utilised. Anyway, that looks nice. Maybe that's the better one. I'm glad. I think now we can call it quits.